So the final thing to cover is upscaling. So if you're at a position where you want to upscale, you're ready to upscale, then you are in a fantastic position, because this is where you've got profit coming in and you just want to make even more profit. So in this video, I'm going to go over different ways that you can actually upscale your native ad campaign that you've got profitable, and that's a winning campaign. So first of all, you can vertically upscale. So this is the great thing about natives, is that because they're not very similar to like Facebook, which is massively based on an algorithm, I know that people struggle to upscale on Facebook, because if you start increasing your budget, it starts messing up the learning process and all that kind of thing. With native ads, it's very stable. So if you want to add more money to the budget, it traditionally just shows that advert to more people on those pages, those news websites. So it doesn't really, from personal experience, affect things too much. So you can just continue adding more budget. I mean, I wouldn't just go from $10 a day to $10,000 a day instantly, but you would just slowly keep increasing the budget, and it should stay fairly stable, and you should just get more conversions the more money you put in. That's how it works. So that is the great thing about natives, and because there is a lot of traffic, you can do that, and you can just upscale inside that platform vertically, which is great. Another thing that you can do is increase the bid. So increasing your bid on your for your campaign, which obviously will lower your ROI. So you might be making less profit overall, but you are getting a higher volume, which I've spoken about a little bit earlier. So the goal, which a lot of people like to base it off, and what I tend to go based on, is 30% ROI. If a campaign is running at 30% ROI, I'm happy. I would rather be running at 30% ROI, making 30 grand a day, than be running at 100% ROI and making $1,000 a day. So if you've got the budget, you can just increase your bid as well, if you want to reach even more traffic. And inside volume DSP, it shows you how much of the traffic you're winning. So you can do that based on how much you're winning, and slowly keep increasing your bid if you want to get more traffic and more conversions, which is more money but at a lower ROI. You can also horizontally upscale. So that just means we're reaching wider. So rather than increasing our budget, what you can do, you can obviously, once you've increased your budget, you can also start to upscale horizontally. So you can run on alternative networks like other native networks. That's the good thing about Volume DSP, is that they've got lots of networks under one roof. So your campaign, you can literally just duplicate and try it on another network. So if you're running on Rev content, you might try on MGID or on Nativo. These are different ad networks inside Volume. And if you've got a winning campaign, which is already profitable on, say, Rev content, it should also be profitable on these other networks. Some of them have got different ways of bidding and slightly different readership and different audiences. But traditionally, if you get a winning campaign on one, you can just duplicate it and run it on other ones. So the traffic that you can get is almost limitless in this scenario. You can also obviously do the run of network campaign, which I spoke about in a previous video. So that is if you say, for instance, you've got a good profitable whitelist campaign, and I was saying you want to spend about 10%, 20% of your budget on finding new placements. Well, if you are at a stage where you've got more money and it's not spending that money, you can just increase your runner network budget and find more placements quicker to add them into your whitelist. So that's if you want to get at a stage where you want to start getting a lot more money coming in. And you can also expand to different devices. So if you started running on desktop, you can obviously move over to mobile and tablet, and it should still work the same. I prefer to start off with desktop. I prefer desktop traffic for native ads, but you still can crush it on mobile. A lot of people crush it on mobile. So you would literally just duplicate your campaign and try it on mobile. What I don't do is add mobile and desktop into the same campaign, because that can mess things up, because it is a slightly different audience. So I would duplicate the campaign and try it a separate one in mobile, because the bidding system's all different. So that's the best way to go about that. And you can also finally, you can try your winning campaign on different traffic sources. So even outside of native, if you are starting to, if you're at this stage, you are making some crazy amounts of money. But if you do start thinking, I want to get out of this, I want to start hitting 100k days, then what you can do is start looking at different traffic sources, because the funnel that you've been creating and the way that you've been optimizing your funnel should still work on other traffic sources like push traffic, which is not as large as native, but it's another source of income. I've done that, like duplicated a native campaign and run it on push notifications, and it's been profitable. So you can do that, and also like traffic like pop under traffic as well, which works well with advertorial style campaigns. So you can literally just duplicate it. Even Facebook ads as well can work well with advertorial campaigns if you found a winning product and a winning offer, and it will work on these other networks you can test out as well. So that is it. That is this this training. Hopefully you found this really valuable, and you're out there crushing it and making a lot of money from native ads. Let me know your results and how it's going, because I really want to see some people hitting some crazy figures from the stuff that I've shared in this training, because it is super valuable stuff and it can make a lot of people a lot of money. I just hope that you take this seriously and absolutely put this into action and crush it and make a lot of profit. Cheers, guys.